titles in a row, but that was before the playoff system was installed back in 1933. Don Chandler will tee up the ball at the 40-yard line. And the question now is, can the Dallas Cowboys overcome this very, very cold weather? The Packers, well, we hope that they're used to it. Sim Stokes and Craig Bainham are going deep for the Dallas Cowboys on this first kickoff. Chandler has the ball set at the 40-yard line, and if it doesn't explode on impact, this football game will be underway. He moves forward, gets the kick into the air. It's coming down short to Stokes at the 5-yard line, up to the 10, the 15, the 20, to the 25, to the 30, keeps his feet, and is rolled to the ground at about the 33-yard line. And getting up from the tackle for the Green Bay Packers, we have Bob Hyland and Willie Wood. Hyland and Wood made the tackle. And now the Packer defense huddles, as does the Cowboy offense, and we're just about set for our first play from scrimmage in this football game. Chuck Johnson will be working with us this afternoon on this broadcast. Don Meredith has the team set out of the I formation. Reeves goes to the left side, and they're in a slot formation already as Don Meredith goes back to throw a pass on the first play from scrimmage. Fires. It is complete to Bob Hayes across the 40-yard line to about the 44, and Willie Wood knocks him out of bounds. The officials bring the ball in, and it will be spotted down at the 43-yard line. And we will have a measurement to see whether or not we have a first down on the first play from scrimmage. So Don Meredith wasted no time. He sent the Cowboys out into a double wing and fired a pass to Bob Hayes. The Cowboys have a first down at their own 43-yard line. First and 10. Willie Davis was over checking it out for the Packers. Now the chain gang returns to the far side of the field. Cowboys come out of the huddle, move up to the line of scrimmage. Packer defense digs in. They shift out of the I formation. Perkins goes to the right. Reeves to the left. Meredith takes the ball, hands off to Reeves. Looks for the hole over the right side on a slant. Crosses the 45-yard line. Moves up to about the 46 or the 47. And he was stopped. Henry Jordan making the initial contact. Dave Robinson helping out on the tackle. The ball is spotted at the 47-yard line between the hash marks. So that leaves Garrison and Reeves in the backfield. They shift out of the I formation. Garrison goes to the right side. Reeves to the left. And Meredith rolls out to the right to throw. He gets the pass away. It is incomplete. The pass was intended for Lance Rensel in Packer territory down at the 37-yard line. And Rensel tried to backtrack to grab that one. Could not get under it. And so it becomes third down and 6. Perkins to the right, and they shift into a double wing. Meredith takes the ball, hands off to Reeves. He slants to the right side. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage and dumped at the 46-yard line as they got a yard on the play. And it is now fourth down and 6, and Danny Villanueva moves into the lineup for the Dallas Cowboys to do the punting. And Villanueva, so far this season, has punted 67 times for 40.4 average. And Tom Brown, there's the snap to Villanueva. He gets the kick away, and it's a high spiral coming down to Willie Wood at the 16-yard line, and he is snowed under by the white-jerseyed Dallas Cowboys. Ken Bowman over the ball at center. Starr takes, hands off to Donnie Anderson. He's across the 20-yard line to the 23 before he's nailed. There was a fumble, and coming up with the ball is Chuck Mercine. He comes out of the pile with the ball, and the officials indicate that the Packers did recover. The Cowboys were signaling that they had recovered, but it goes as a 5-yard gain for the Green Bay Packers. Donnie Anderson lugging the mail. Bowman over the ball at center. Skoronsky, Gillingham, Bowman, Kramer, and Gregg, the interior line for the Packers. They're in a strong right. Carroll Dale flanked. The handoff again goes to Donnie Anderson. He goes to the right side, crosses the 25, and moves up to about the 27-yard line before he stopped. That will be about a yard short of the first down. Leroy Jordan, the middle linebacker for the Cowboys, moving over to make the tackle. Defensively for the Cowboys, Willie Towns, 6'4", 260 pounds at left end. Jethro Pugh, 6'6", 260 pounds at left tackle. Bob Lilly, 6'5", 260 pounds at right tackle. And George Andres, 6'7", 250 pounds at right end. Third down and a yard to go for the Packers at their own 27. The handoff again goes to Donnie Anderson. He smashes across the 30-yard line to the 32, and the Green Bay Packers have racked up a first down. Mel Renfro made the stop. Ball is at the Green Bay 32-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. 3 straight rushing plays by the Packers, and their strategy is apparent. They want to establish the ground game, just as they did against the Los Angeles Rams. Again, it's strong right. Bart Starr backpedals to throw his first pass. He's in trouble, and he is nailed back at the 22-yard line. And it was George Andre who drove in there to make the stop, throwing Starr for about a 10-yard loss. Up to the line of scrimmage. Strong left this time. Dale the flanker. Starr back to throw again. Spots his man. Fires. And it is almost intercepted. There's a flag on the play. It was almost intercepted by Mike Gector at the 33-yard line. An official behind the play threw the flag at the Packer 40. And we'll see what comes up. And it is interference called against the Dallas Cowboys. Packers are out of the huddle. Strong right. Carroll Dale the flanker. Again, Starr goes back to throw. Spots his man. Fires. It is complete to Donnie Anderson. He's across the 40, the 45, to about the 48-yard line of the Green Bay Packers, and is pushed out of bounds over at the far side of the field. Anderson ran that halfback swing, took the pass ahead of the line of scrimmage. Dave Edwards was the man who pushed him out. They bring the ball in, spotted on the hash marks right at the 48-yard line, and the Green Bay Packers have another first down. One by rushing, one by penalty, one by passing now. The handoff goes to Donnie Anderson. Slant to the right side. He's at the 50-yard line and is brought down by Bob Lilly, Jethro Pugh, Dave Edwards. All moving in to make the stop. The ball is just barely in Cowboy territory. Spotted down at the Cowboy 49-yard line, and it's second down 6. 2nd and 6 for the Packers. Starr checks the defense, begins the count. Takes the snap. Hands off to the fullback, Chuck Mercine. He plows right into the middle of that Cowboy line. It bends for just a little bit. Jethro Pugh and Bob Lilly making the stop, and the ball will be spotted at the Cowboy 47. A pickup of 2 yards by Chuck Mercine on his first carry of the game. Starr sets the team, takes the snap, throws a short one, incomplete. And there's a flag on that play, too. The pass was intended for Boyd Dollar down around the Cowboy 40-yard line. A holding penalty against the Dallas Cowboys, and defensive holding means that it's an automatic first down. The Packers own the football at the 42-yard line, and we have had time called down on the field. Timeout. Thermal underwear, the order of the day for both teams. Strong right. Starr begins the countdown. Takes the ball. Hands off to Donnie Anderson. Tries a sweep to the right side, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Bob Lilly. Back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 2 on that play. Makes it second down and 12 yards to go for the Packers. 2nd and 12. Lilly, with good pursuit, came over from the right side as Anderson went to his right and brought him down from behind. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr takes the snap, gives off on the draw to Chuck Mercine, and Mercine drives up the middle, makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, and then perhaps to the 41, brought down by Dave Edwards with Mike Gector coming up and throwing a block, which put a definite stop to his progress. Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line, so it is now 3rd down and 9. Again, it's a strong left with Dale flanked out on the left side. Starr takes the ball, backpedals to throw, gets the protection, fires. The pass is complete to Carroll Dale in the middle. He's across the 25 down to the 24-yard line before he is stopped. And moving up to make the tackle was Mike Gector with some help from Mike Johnson. And so the Packers have moved to another first down, this time on the 24-yard line. And Bart Starr converts on a 3rd and 9 situation. Starr sets the team. Takes the ball. Again, he's back to throw. Fires the pass up the middle. Incomplete. It was intended for Boyd Dollar, who was in the end zone. The pass was underthrown. And Cornell Green, who was back there, dove for it. Without any contact at all, he got up very, very slowly. The contact with the hard ground being just about enough. Bowman is over the ball at center. Starr takes a handoff. He's back to throw. Spots his man. Fires. The pass is complete over to the left side to Carroll Dale, and he moves down inside the 15 to the 10-yard line and is bumped out of bounds over at the far side of the field by Mike Gector. And the Green Bay Packers have moved to another first down now. Mike Johnson had the first shot at Dale, could not hang on to him, and Gector finally bumped him out of bounds. And the ball is spotted down at the 9.5-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys, and it's first down and goal to go for the Green Bay Packers. Cowboy defense digs in. Starr takes the snap. The handoff goes to Donnie Anderson. He blasts into the middle of that line and moves down to about the 7-yard line. And it was Leroy Jordan, Bob Lilly, and Jethro Pugh in on the tackle for the Cowboys. Starr begins the count, takes the ball, back to throw, pumps one up the middle, the pass is complete to Dollar for the touchdown in the end zone, and he was wide open. And the Green Bay Packers draw first blood, taking the lead by a score of 6-0, and Don Chandler moves in to attempt the extra point. The score came with 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. An 8-yard pass from Starr to Dollar. Chandler has not missed an extra point this season, 39 out of 39. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's good. There was a flag on the play, however. Dallas was offside. The Packers refused the penalty, and they're out in front by a score of 7-0. Don Chandler has the ball teed up on the Packer 40-yard line. Moves forward. Sim Stokes, Craig Bainham deep. It's a short kick. And one of the short men fumbles it, and the ball rolls out of bounds over at the far side of the field, and that short man was not about to pick it up. He decided to let it roll out of bounds. I believe he thought the Packers might be penalized 5 yards. It was Larry Stevens who grabbed that ball. But, of course, once he touches it, the Packers will not be penalized if the ball goes out of bounds. So he was belted, and belted pretty hard. The ball is brought in and spotted down at the 13-yard line, where it is 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys at their own 13-yard line. Packers out in front, 7-0 over the Cowboys. Perkins and Reeves, the running back. Don Meredith at the line of scrimmage out of the I formation. The handoff goes to Perkins, and a draw up the middle. He crosses the 15, moves to the 16-yard line, brought down by Willie Davis and Dave Robinson. A pickup of 3 on the play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
AFL Championship football with Oakland and Houston follows Packer football on WTMJ Radio, Milwaukee.
Out of the huddle, up to the line. Meredith takes the ball, throws a short one out to the right side to Bob Hayes, and he toe dances his way across the 20-yard line to about the 22, where he was brought down by Herb Adderley. Hayes that time, from his split end position, just backed up a couple of steps to take the short pass from quarterback Don Meredith. And we're having a measurement now to see whether or not the Cowboys have picked up a first down. We have 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action. And it is good enough for the first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Meredith hands off to Don Perkins, and he is clotheslined just a yard past the line of scrimmage by Leroy Caffey, but manages to move forward to the 25-yard line where he's finally stopped. Pick up on the play of 3 yards makes it 2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7.
I thought Travis going one wing square out. Now I got hung up. You think he should have hooked it? I think so. See that? I got lost on him, Steve, when he continued to do that because I couldn't pick up Renfro. I couldn't find Renfro. I couldn't see him. Time to hook it's just too long rhythm. Right here, coach.
On that drive by the Packers, Bart Starr threw 5 times, completed 4 passes for 55 yards. He's thrown the 1 touchdown pass. A couple of his passes came on penalty plays, so they're not counted. There's a draw play again to Perkins. He looks for daylight, goes to the left side, moves across the 25-yard line up to about the 28 before he's brought down. And it was Henry Jordan along with Willie Wood coming up to make the stop for the Green Bay Packers. So we now have 3rd down and 4 yards to go for the Dallas Cowboys. Meredith takes the ball on 3rd down again. He gives to Perkins, and Perkins smashes on a slant over the right side across the 30-yard line to about the 33, and he probably has got a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Willie Wood again moves up to make the tackle, along with Ray Nitschke, and we'll have the timeout by the officials for the measurement. And the Cowboys have themselves another first down on this drive, which began back on their 12-yard line. And so far in the first down department, the Cowboys have picked up 2, one by passing and one by rushing. Meredith calling the signals, goes into the double wing this time. Takes the ball, rolls out to the right side, looks downfield. He spots his man, fires, and it is incomplete. Far short of the intended receiver. Cowboys are out of the huddle. Now again, they go into a double wing with one remaining back. And the handoff goes to Perkins, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, stopped for no gain. Out of a passing formation, Meredith attempted to cross up the Packer defense by running Perkins up the middle on a draw. And Henry Jordan smelled the play out and stopped him at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Third down and 10 yards to go. One remaining back behind Meredith. He takes the snap from center. He's back to throw. The Packers put on the good rush. He gets the pass away. It is incomplete, and it was almost intercepted by Dave Robinson. Fourth down and 10 yards to go for the Dallas Cowboys, and they will be forced to punt. Villanueva coming in to do the booting once again. Deep for the Packers, we have the two safety men, Willie Wood and Tom Brown. Takes the snap from center, puts the toe into the ball, coming down to Wood, who had called for the fair catch at the 34-yard line. Packers move up to the line of scrimmage. Running back still Anderson and Mercine. The handoff goes to Mercine. He tries to go to the right side. He's at the 35-yard line, and he is belted hard down there by Leroy Jordan, the middle linebacker. They bring the ball into the hash marks. And they're going to spot it down right at the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So it's second down and 10 yards to go for the Packers. And again, they go back in the huddle. There's the snap. Starr takes it, backs up to throw. Fires one downfield. Incomplete. Ooh, the pass was right there in the hands of Carroll Dale, but he couldn't hang on to it at the 45-yard line. Starr counts down. Third down. Again, he's back to throw. Got the time. He fires. The pass is complete over at the far side of the field. And it's to Boyd Dollar, and Dollar tears loose from one of the tacklers. Rather, it was Chuck Mercine who caught that pass. He tore loose from the tackler from Mike Johnson at about the 35-yard line and ran the ball across to the 37-yard line. So there's a pickup of 3 on the play. Nowhere near enough for the first down. It's 4th and 7. The Packers will be forced to punt for the first time in this football game. Bob Hyland is over the ball at center for the Packers. Donnie Anderson back to boot. There's the snap. Anderson gets the kick away. A high spiral coming down to Rensel, calling for the fair catch at the Dallas 33-yard line. So there'll be no return on that one. And it's first down and 10. Reeves and Perkins are the running backs. Meredith takes the snap from center. Hands off to Don Perkins. He is hit behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks loose from the tackler. Puts his head down. Plows in and stopped again. And leading the tacklers this time was Bob Jeter, coming up from the right corner position, along with Ron Kostelnik and Lionel Aldridge. There was no gain on the play. Ray Nitschke also was the first man in there to grab him, and there's the end of the first quarter. The score at the end of the first quarter, the Green Bay Packers 7, the Dallas Cowboys nothing. It's second down, 10 yards to go as we start the second quarter. Meredith takes the ball, flips a pass intended at the 42-yard line. Or let's see, for Lance Rensel, incomplete, broken up by the Packers, Bob Jeter, and it is now third down and 10 yards to go with Reeves in the slot to the left side. Meredith is back to throw. Pumps once, fakes it, fires the pass, incomplete. It was intended at the 45-yard line for Reeves, broken up by Willie Wood, who almost had himself an interception. So it's fourth down and 10 yards to go for the Cowboys. Villanueva standing at about the 19-yard line to get the kick away. Takes the snap from center. There's the boot. And it bounces down at the Packer 35, bounces to the 33, and then takes a hop backwards across the 35-yard line where it's down by the Cowboys. And Chuck Mercine. So the Roadrunner is in, and the crowd comes alive. Bart Starr has the team at the line. The Packers 35. The handoff goes to Ben Wilson. Goes to the left side. He's across the 40 to the 45, the 46, and the 48-yard line before he's brought down by Mel Renfro. And Ben Wilson spotted the hole on the left side of the line and burst through it for about 13 yards. Skoronsky having equipment trouble. Starr takes the ball. Hands off to the Roadrunner. He bursts through the middle, and he's across the 50 down into Cowboy territory at the 45-yard line. Travis Williams right up the middle. Dave Edwards making the stop for the Dallas Cowboys. That play was good for 7 yards for the Packers, and it's second down 3. 2nd and 3 to go. The ball just short of the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Takes the snap from center. Hands off again to Travis Williams, and he goes over the left side, over the left guard spot. Moves the ball ahead for a couple of more yards. 12 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. It's 3rd down and a yard to go for the Green Bay Packers. They're out in front of the Cowboys by a score of 7-0. Bowman leads the team up to the line of scrimmage, gets over the ball at center. Starr begins the count. Takes the ball, fakes a handoff, back to throw, fires a long one. It is complete to Boyd Dollar. He'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. Bart Starr faded back and pumped the long one to Boyd Dollar, who got behind Mel Renfro, took the pass in stride at the 15-yard line and raced the rest of the way for the touchdown. And the Green Bay Packers are out in front by a score of 13-0 over the Dallas Cowboys. And that pass play was good for 43 yards and the touchdown. Bart Starr has completed 2 touchdown passes. Boyd Dollar has caught both of them. Don Chandler attempts the extra point. It's up. It's good. The Packers lead 14-0. 12 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first half. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network. Don Chandler has the ball teed up. The Green Bay Packers have struck again, and they're out in front 14-0. Bainham and Stokes. Deep, and Chandler squibs one off the side of his foot. Picked up by a short man at the 25. Goes to the 30. Larry Stevens with the ball across the 35 up to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. Don Meredith takes the snap. He's back to throw. Looks downfield. Gets the pass away. And it is incomplete. It was doing very well. He's completed 6 out of 8 for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. Connolly over the ball. Meredith takes it. Hands off to Don Perkins, and Perkins is upended right at the 40-yard line by Ray Nitschke. You know, you talk about a basketball player playing a scrimmage. Meredith takes on 3rd down and 10. Goes back to throw. Lofts a short one, and it's picked off beautifully by Herb Adderley. He's at the 40. Down to the 35, to the 33-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. And Herb Adderley, who intercepted 4 passes during the regular season, just picked off one of Don Meredith's tosses, and he forced that football. And Dennis Norman, who was downfield on that pass play, was hurt. He's being helped off the field by the Cowboys. The football. The Packers have it now. The handoff goes to Ben Wilson. Sweep to the left side. He moves down to the 31-yard line. That is met by Leroy Jordan, Dave Edwards, Mike Johnson, and thrown back. Those down in 9. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr studies the defense, then moves up, begins the count. Takes the snap. He's back to throw. Looks downfield, and the pass is deflected. It was deflected, I believe, by Jethro Pugh. Starr takes the snap from center. He's back to throw on 3rd down. He's got the time. No, he hasn't. He stepped out of the pocket, and he was nailed back at the 42-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. Bob Hyland comes in to snap. Goes back to Anderson. He gets the boot away, and it comes down short at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Rolls to the 10. They're letting it roll, and it rolls to the 9-yard line, where it's down by the Packers. There's the handoff going to Don Perkins. He hits to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. The handoff goes to Don Perkins. He moves across the 10 to the 15-yard line, about to the 16, and he's brought down by Ray Nitschke, dragged down from behind. Pick up on the play of close to 7 yards by Perkins. And it is now 3rd down and 3. They go into a double wing. The handoff goes to Dan Reeves, and he's stopped. He does not make the first down. He's dumped back at the 14-yard line by Ron Kostelnik, who just would not be moved out of there. And Dave Robinson came up to give him a hand. The defensive line gets set to put its charge on. Villanueva standing between the 1-yard line and the goal line to get the kick away. There's the snap. I believe the Cowboys were offside. There's a flag down on the ground. The kick goes to Willie Wood. He takes it, calling for the fair catch at the Cowboy 45-yard line. A 30-yard punt by Danny Villanueva. And now Villanueva stands deep in his own end zone to get the kick away. Connolly over the ball at center. There's the snap. Villanueva takes it. Gets the kick, and it's a short one. Coming to the 30, bouncing to the 45, to the 48-yard line. And Tom Brown takes it, and he's dumped at the 50. Cowboys this NFL championship game. Starr takes the snap from center. He's back to throw on first down. Fires one. It's complete to Travis Williams at the 47-yard line, and he's dropped immediately by Chuck Howley. He isolated Travis Williams on the linebacker that time, but Chuck Howley was right there, and when Williams caught the pass, he dumped him. The ball is spotted down on the hash marks at the 46-yard line at the far side of the field. Draw play. The handoff goes to Ben Wilson. Tries to go over the right tackle spot, and he is nailed behind the line of scrimmage. Chuck Howley and Leroy Jordan in there to stop him. There was a loss on the play back to the 48-yard line. So it is now 3rd down and 8 for the Packers at the Cowboy 48. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network. We've just had a report that the temperature has zoomed up to 13 degrees below zero. We've gained a degree since the start of the game. Packers out of the huddle, up the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, the long 8 for them. Starr takes the snap from center. He's back to throw. Fires out to the right side, left side, rather. It's incomplete. Ben Wilson couldn't handle the pass, and the Packers will be forced to punt again. And this game in the last part of this first half has resolved itself into a punting duel between Anderson and Villanueva. Anderson's ready now. Takes the snap from center. Gets the kick away. It's a high spiral, angling toward the far sideline. Bouncing, taking a bad hop for the Packers. It bounced at about the 27, hopped back over the 30-yard line, was down by the Pack right around the 33. Craig Bainham replacing Dan Reeves in the Dallas Cowboys lineup. And the handoff goes to Bainham. He tries to slant to the right side, and Willie Davis is there to grab him and held him to the ground at the 30-yard. Perkins to the right. The handoff goes to Don Perkins, and he goes over left tackle, moves the ball to the 35-yard line, and he is dumped by Ron Kistman for the Cowboys at their own 35-yard line. They're back in the huddle once again. Don Meredith has completed 2 out of 9 passes this afternoon, and he seems content to try to get the ground game going here, with Perkins carrying the mail most of the time. Now there's Meredith back to throw. It's a drop back pass to Bob Hayes, and he is nailed right at the line of scrimmage. He could. And Tom Brown going deep for the Green Bay Packers. Danny Villanueva back to do the booting, and he's seen a lot of action in this football game. There's the snap. Villanueva takes it, gets the kick away, and this one's a dandy, driving the safety men back. It's taken by Willie Wood at the Packer 20. He's at the 25, outruns a man to the 30, and then is forced out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Starr, the Packers lead 14-0, and there's a flag on the play, and I believe that the Packers are going to be penalized for delay of game. We shall see. Now, somebody may have moved before the snap. 5 yards being marched off against the Green Bay Packers, and it will probably be a legal procedure. Here are the Packers up to the line of scrimmage again. Starr takes the snap from center. He's going back to throw. Andre is chasing him, and he is way back there. He drops the football. It's picked up by George Andre, and he moves it into the end zone for the touchdown. Bart Starr from his own 26-yard line faded back to throw. He was dumped at the 10-yard line. The ball slipped out of his hands. George Andre picked it up and ran it in for the touchdown. An easy one for the Dallas Cowboys. That coming with 4 minutes and 4 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, and Villanueva will come in to attempt the extra point. So, the Packers offense gives up a touchdown. George Andre covered about 10 yards after he picked up that fumble. Villanueva will attempt the extra point. Rome is holding. There's the snap. The ball is placed. The kick is up. It's good, and the score in our game is Green Bay 14, Dallas 7. Off for the Dallas Cowboys. Deep for the Packers, we've got the Roadrunner, Travis Williams, along with Herb Adderley. Villanueva moves forward. He gets off a low kick. It's bouncing at the Packer 15, rolling to the 10, into the end zone, and it's going to be downed in the end zone. Just 7 down, and they have the Packers back in their own 20-yard line. Starr takes the ball, hands off to Travis Williams, gets away from one tackler behind the line of scrimmage, moves to the 21-yard line, and then is nailed over at the far side of the field. Chuck Howley and Cornell Green moving up to make the tackle. Pick up on the play of 1 yard by Travis Williams. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Green Bay 14, The Dallas Cowboys 7. Mitch. Carroll Dale flanked to the right side. Starr takes the snap from center. He's back to throw, fading back to the 10. Takes his time, and he flips the pass incomplete. It was intended for Ben Wilson. Here are the Packers at the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. And the Cowboys charge offside before the ball is snapped. They're pointing at one of the Packers now. The officials move in. And we'll see whether the Cowboys were offside or drawn offside. And the officials rule that the Cowboys charged offside. 5 yards marched off against them. Moves the ball up to the 26-yard line, and it's now 3rd down and 4 for the Packers. Third. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr counting down. Takes the snap. He's back to throw. He takes his time, and he's going to be caught. He is back on the 21-yard line. Anderson standing at the 5-yard line. Takes the low snap from center. Gets the boot away. It's coming down to Bob Hayes calling for the fair catch. Connolly over the ball at center. They shift out of the I formation. Reeves to the right, Perkins to the left. The handoff goes to Reeves. Tries the left tackle and is nailed by Henry Jordan. Move the ball up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 2 on the play. The line of scrimmage. Again, they shift out of the I formation. And in motion goes Reeves to the right side. Handoff on an end around to Frank Clark, and he is nailed behind the line of scrimmage. Back in Cowboy territory at the 48-yard line. It was Ron Kostelnik and Henry Jordan who went back there to get him. The Cowboys have used that end around all season long. Pettis Norman carried the ball 9 times and gained 91 yards on that play. Clark had carried the ball 4 times and gained 72 yards on the play. But this time, the Packers really knew what was coming. There was a loss of 7 on the play. Now the Cowboys are out of the huddle up the line of scrimmage. They shift into a double wing to the left side. Meredith takes the snap from center. He is back to throw. He spots his receiver far downfield. Fires incomplete. It was Lance Rensel, for whom the pass was intended at the Packer 35-yard line. Wood and Brown are deep for the Green Bay Packers. There's the snap. Villanueva takes it, gets the kick into the air. A high spiral coming down to Willie Wood calling for the fair catch. He fumbles it. And there's a big pile up down around the Packers' 16-yard line. And let's see who came up with that football. Willie Wood called for the fair catch. Dropped it. And the Cowboys recover. The Dallas Cowboys recover. Let's see who's going to get up off the bottom of that pile. Bill Clark, a reserve back, defensive back, recovered that football for the Cowboys. And they own it on the Green Bay Packers' 16-yard line. So the Packer defense is called on once again. Here are the Cowboys out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Meredith takes the ball, hands off to Don Perkins. He moves across the 15 to the 14, and he is belted to the ground by Ray Nitschke and Leroy Jordan. They'll give him his forward progress. Let's see where they spotted on the hash marks at the far side of the field, right at the 14. So there's a pickup of 2, and it's 2nd down and 8 for the Cowboys. Now the clock shows that there's 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. Cowboys out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Meredith back to throw, fires a pass. It is incomplete at the 5-yard line, intended for Lance Rensel. So we have 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the Cowboys. And the clock shows 54 seconds remaining in the first half. Green Bay 14, the Dallas Cowboys 7 for the NFL championship from Lambeau Field. Ted Moore along with Chuck Johnson. Meredith is back to throw. Flips a swing pass out to Reeves at the side. He takes it at the 22. He's down to the 15, to the 14, and is stopped standing up by Ray Nitschke. And Nitschke just didn't want to let go of him. When you catch a Cowboy, you don't give him up too easy. The official finally moves in there and says, let go. He does, and the Cowboys call timeout. He's going to set up a field goal attempt now as it's 4th down and 8 yards to go at the Packer 14-yard line. So we'll have a field goal attempt coming up by the Dallas Cowboys. Being at the 21-yard line. Jerry Rome is kneeling. The wind is at Villanueva's back. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's far enough. It's good. And the score is now 14-10 as the Dallas Cowboys have put on a comeback here in the 2nd period. Packers were out in front by a score of 14-0. The Cowboys scored on a fumble recovery by George Andre, and now a 21-yard field goal by Danny Villanueva. And Chuck, this ball game has turned around just a little bit.
On a cold day like this, of course, everyone likes to say this is Green Bay's weather, but actually it can work both ways because the Packers have definitely on that last punt, I think Willie Wood fumbled the ball because he's got cold hands out there, and he dropped it, and the Cowboys got position for the field goal.
Villanueva will kick off now to the Packers. Travis Williams, Herb Adderley deep, and they're playing up close to the 10-yard line as they expect another short kick, and it is the onside kick, and it's fielded very nicely by one of the Packers' short men. Goes to his knees and drops on the ball. Jim Weatherwax took that hopper, fell on it at the 45-yard line of the Packers, and it's 1st and 10 at that point for Green Bay, and the clock shows 28 seconds remaining. Williams and Wilson in the backfield behind Bart Starr. He sends Dale to the left side. Starr is back to throw, and again that pass is deflected. This time it was Bob Lilly who batted it down as Starr faded back to throw. And the clock is stopped with 5 seconds showing. One of Chuck Johnson's guests will be Art Modell, owner of the Cleveland Browns. At halftime, Bowman's over the ball at center. Starr takes the snap, hands off to Travis Williams, sweep to the right side. The hole is there. He moves up to the 48-yard line and is nailed. And there's the gun, sounding the end of the first half. So the first half of this NFL championship game is now history as the Green Bay Packers go for their 3rd straight championship, and they're out in front by a score of 14-10. Here's a salute in the nation. So the Packers are set to receive the second half kickoff here, with the temperature standing at 13 degrees below zero. Danny Villanueva will boot the football. And we have Herb Adderley and Travis Williams deep for the Packers. Villanueva moves forward, gets off another short kick taken by one of the Packers' short men, Leroy Caffey, at the 38-yard line across the 40 to the Packer 45, and he's snowed under by the white-jerseyed Cowboys at the 45-yard line. Behind Bart Starr now. Starr takes the snap, gives off to Anderson. Slant to the right side, and he smashes for a couple of yards before Bob Lilly brings him down. Dale at the flanker, and Carroll Dale comes out to the left side. Starr looks over the defense, takes the snap, he's back to throw, and he's going to be nailed. No, wait a minute, he spins away from one tackler, and then is nailed behind the line of scrimmage at the 43-yard line. So the Packers had something they definitely wanted to do on that play, but Bart Starr didn't spot anybody open and was dumped for about a 3-yard loss. Now he takes the snap from center, goes back to throw, lofts one out to the left side. It is incomplete. McGee had it, but could not hang on to it at the 47-yard line of the Cowboys. And Maxey is getting up very, very slow, right in front of Coach Vince Lombardi. And they're talking to him. He's still on the field. Wait a minute, it was Boyd Dollar. 14-10, the Packers out in front. There's the snap. The kick is away, and Anderson got off a dandy that time. Fumble. After a fair catch was called for, the ball is way down near the 10-yard line. There's a big scramble for it, and the Cowboys have recovered way back at their own 10-yard line. Connolly over the ball. Reeves in motion to the right side. Meredith takes. Fires out to Reeves behind the line of scrimmage. He's across the 10, the 15, to the 17-yard line. Herb Adderley meets him and drops him. But there was a pickup on the play of 7 yards. And it is now 2nd down and 3. Scrimmage in the I formation. And without shifting from the I, there's a handoff to Perkins. He's across the 20 to the 24-yard line, still driving, makes it to the 25 and the 26 before he was finally brought down. And it was Tom Brown who made initial contact. Lionel Aldridge who made the final stop. Good enough for the first down for the Cowboys at their own 26-yard line. In motion, Reeves off to the right. Meredith back to throw. Flips again to Reeves. He drops it behind the line of scrimmage. As they go into a double wing. Reeves in the slot to the left. Meredith back to throw. Pumps one up the middle. The pass is complete to Clark. He breaks away from one tackler, moves to the 39-yard line, and is brought down by Ray Nitschke with some help from Bob Jeter. Also getting up from the tackle is Tom Brown. But the Cowboys have moved to a first down with that pass completion. Meredith to Frank Clark. But he's a veteran. There's a pitch out to Reeves. Sweep to the right side. He's got Neely out in front of him, leading the way. Crosses the 45-yard line, is ridden out of bounds by Dave Robinson at the 48. They're going to bring the ball in, put it down on the hash marks on this side of the field. And that will make it second down. And 3 for the scrimmage now. Meredith takes the ball, hands off to Perkins. The hole is over the right side, ready to Reeves, and Reeves cuts in at the 45, moves across the 40, the 35, and down to the 32-yard line, where Leroy Caffey brings him down. And the Cowboys have rolled into Packer territory. They have a first down on the Green Bay 32-yard line. Just checks that defense again, takes the ball, falls down, but hands off to Reeves. And Reeves hits across the Packer 30-yard line down to about the 29, and is dropped by Tom Brown with some help from Henry Jordan. The ball is spotted down at the 29-yard line. A pickup of 3 makes it second down and 7 for the team up to the line. Takes the quick snap from center. He's back to throw. Being rushed, gets the pass away. It is complete. Down at the 17-yard line, complete to Lance Rensel. And that, I believe, is Rensel's first reception of the day. It is. Ball is spotted down at the 18-yard line. Clock shows 9 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the third period. The Packers hanging on to a 14-10 lead in this NFL championship game. Cowboys are at the line of scrimmage. Meredith takes the snap from center. Hands off to Reeves, and Reeves is going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he's dumped. Back at the 21-yard line and breaks. Meredith begins the countdown. They go into the double wing to the left side. Meredith is back to throw. Flips over to the right here. Incomplete. The pass was intended for Lance Rensel, one of those shorties behind the line of scrimmage. Rensel could not hang on to it. And now it's third down and 14 yards to go. 10 midway through the third quarter. All the chips are down in this one in the NFL. Reeves in motion off to the right side. Meredith takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's in trouble. Decides to run with it. Moves down to the 15. Fumble, and the Green Bay Packers recover on their own 13-yard line. So the fumbles by the quarterbacks are even up now. Seems that they just can't hang on to that football when they're nailed, and the Green Bay Packer defense has done it. Herb Adderley was the guy who hit Meredith, forced him to fumble, and the Packers recover. It's first and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at their own 13-yard line. Time called down on the field. This is below 0 right now. First and 10 for the Packers at their own 13. Anderson and Merced in the backfield behind Starr. Bart takes, gives off to Anderson, slant to the right side, and he is stopped. He has the team set. Hands off to Anderson on the draw, and Donnie is stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And this time it was Jethro Pugh making the tackle. So it's third down and 9 for the Packers up to the line of scrimmage. Ken Bowman over the ball at center. Starr takes a look at the defense. Now he takes the snap, drops back to throw. The rush is on, but he gets the pass away, and it's complete to Carroll Dale, who dropped to one knee to take it at the 26-yard line. He was down immediately, but it's good enough for the first down for the Green Bay Packers at their own 26-yard line. So Bart Starr had enough there to throw that pass to Carroll Dale on the comeback pattern. Quiet. Starr takes the snap from center. Back to throw, rolls out of the pocket to the right side. Now he's weaving back to the left side, and he's going to be dropped way back at the 10-yard line. This, of course, is a passing situation. They want to have enough men to defend. There's the snap. The handoff goes to Donnie Anderson. Sweep to the right side. He's around the 15 and tripped and pushed out of bounds over at the far side of the field. Chuck Howley made the stop. The official indicates he went out at the 17-yard line. At the 46-yard line. 46-yard line. Meredith takes the snap from center. The handoff goes to Reeves. He's over the left side. Moves down into Packer territory to the 35-yard line before he's stopped by Leroy Caffey, and it's a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Then Reeves on a slant from right to left. Goes 11 yards for the first down, and the Cowboys have got the two leading runners in the game now. Reeves with 41 yards, Perkins with 38. Cowboys out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Meredith back to throw. Looks, fires a swing pass to Reeves out on the right side, and he is cut down at the 33-yard line by Ray Nitschke. Boy, he was really belted. Rensel goes to the right side as the flanker. Now they go into double wing.
2nd and 7, and it's Reeves once more. Willie Davis hangs on with help from Nitschke. The Packers limit him to a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 30.
Leroy Caffey as he flew in there and just smashed Meredith to the ground. Boy, did he go through. And that's the first time this afternoon that the Packers have thrown Don Meredith attempting to pass. And he felt that one. And Danny Villanueva will attempt a field goal from around the 46-yard line. The wind at his back. 2:23 remaining in the third period. It's 4th down and 15 yards to go. There was a loss of 10 on that play. Villanueva kneeling at the 46-yard line. Or Rome, rather. Villanueva kicks. There's the snap. It's going to be short. Taken by Willie Wood at the 5 to the 10, the 15, the 20. And is rolled out of bounds at about the 26-yard line at the far side of the field. Willie Wood, the lone safety. Starr counts off. Takes the snap, gives off to Anderson. He spins into the line. Makes it to the 30-yard line. Is brought down. And it was Bob Lilly along with Leroy Jordan making the tackle. Starr takes the snap. This time he hands off to Anderson again, and Anderson smashes into the center of that line. May have picked up a yard, not much more. Jethro Pugh, Bob Lilly, Leroy Jordan, all in on that tackle. The ball is spotted down just across the 33-yard line to 10. Here's Green Bay out of the huddle. Starr looks over the Cowboy defense. Now he takes the snap from center. He's backing up to throw. The rush is on, and he's going to be dumped again way back at the 24-yard line. And pouring through there was Leroy Jordan. Also Dave Edwards. They dropped him at the 25-yard line. Rensel and Hayes are deep. Connie gets the kick away. High spiral coming down to Hayes, calling for the fair catch at the Cowboy 45-yard line. A 30-yard punt by Donnie Anderson. The Cowboys own the football, 1st and 10 at their own 45. 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The clock is running. Don Meredith, now they shift out of the I formation. Meredith takes the ball, gives off to Perkins, tries the right side, and he makes it up to the 50-yard line before he's tackled. Coming in to make the stop was Ron Kostelnik. 5-yard pickup, though, by Don Meredith. And there's the gun, sounding the end of the third quarter of play. And the score at the end of 3 quarters is the Green Bay Packers 14, the Dallas Cowboys 10. The pitch out to Reeves. He'll throw the option pass way downfield. It is complete to Lance Rensel. He's at the 10, the 5, and into the end zone for the touchdown. A pitch out from Don Meredith to Dan Reeves, who went to his left and threw the option pass to Lance Rensel, a 50-yard touchdown pass. And the Dallas Cowboys have taken a 16-14 lead over the Green Bay Packers very early in the fourth period. Reeves had thrown the option pass 7 times this season and completed 4 of them. This is the first time he's thrown for a touchdown. And for Lance Rensel, that was his 9th touchdown of the year. Villanueva will attempt the extra point. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's good. And it's the Dallas Cowboys 17, the Green Bay Packers 14. And Chuck, I would say that the Packers have got their work cut out for them now. Bay Packers. Villanueva moves forward, gets the kick away, skids off the side of his foot, goes to the right side, picked up by Tommy Crutcher, a short man at the 35-yard line. Picked it up actually at about the 32 and ran it ahead to the 34. And it's 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at that point. Starr takes the snap. He goes back to throw again, gets the pass away, and it hit Dave Edwards on the helmet downfield. And that is called interference. Boyd Dollar was the intended receiver. And the ball hit Dave Edwards. He was running away from the play and in pursuit of the intended receiver. The ball smacked him right on the helmet. Interference called, and the Packers get a break there. They have a first down at their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Chuck Mercine. He tries the left side of the line, is stopped standing up and pushed backward. No gain on the play. Ball is taken back to the 48-yard line. Here's Maxie to Taxi McGee moving into the lineup again. Marv Fleming coming out. Starr takes the snap. He's back to throw. And he's going to have to run for it. He's dumped back at the 42-yard line. It was Bob Lilly who moved in there to make the tackle along with George Andre. And they really pour in on Bart Starr. Willie Towns, Jethro Pugh, Bob Lilly, and George Andre. All playing fine football for the Dallas Cowboys. And so far, in the last 2 weeks, you'd have to call that group the most fearsome of the foursomes we've seen. They've really been giving Starr a rough time. He has now been thrown 8 times, and he has lost 74 yards attempting to pass. Here are the Packers out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Starr takes the snap from center. Again, he goes back to throw. He gets the pass away, and it's batted down by Chuck Howley. Check that, by Leroy Jordan, the middle linebacker, at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. So it's now 4th down and 16 yards to go, and the Packers will be forced to punt. Donnie Anderson to do the booting. Bart Starr comes slowly off the field over toward this sideline. Max McGee, who is far downfield, trots back to the bench. Bob Hyland gets over the ball at center. Rensel and Hayes deep for the Cowboys. There's the snap to Anderson. He gets the kick high into the air. Coming down at the 30, bouncing all the way down to the 20-yard line of the Cowboys and rolling dead at the 19, where it's down by Jim Weatherwax. There's the handoff going to Perkins. Blasts up the middle, and he is nailed at the 20-yard line and pushed backward by Ray Nitschke and Willie Wood. There may have been a gain of a yard on the play. There was. They give him his forward progress, and it's 2nd down, 9 yards to go. 2nd and 9. Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. Meredith sets the team, pitches out to Reeves this time, and Reeves, tripped up behind the line of scrimmage, is nailed back on the 15-yard line by Willie Davis and Henry Jordan, and Tom Brown moved up on a safety blitz, was blocked, dumped into Reeves, tripped him up, and the other two, Jordan and Davis, brought him down. They gave him his forward progress to the 18-yard line. There was a loss of 2 on the play, and it's 3rd down and 11 for the Cowboys. Meredith takes the snap. He's back to throw. Good pressure on him, but he gets the pass away. It's a long one, incomplete, and almost intercepted by Bob Jeter. It was intended for Bob Hayes, way downfield. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it's a Sailor driving Wood back. He takes it at the Packer 40, runs back to the 37, looking for room, turns the corner now, gets away from one tackler, and then is smashed to the ground at the 38, but there's a flag on the play, and I believe that they grabbed his face mask. Willie Wood had the ball, and inadvertently, one of the Cowboys grabbed his face mask. A 42-yard punt. That'll be a 15-yard march-off, and that's a break for the Packers. Temperature has moved up to 12
to witness
degrees
the 1967 NFL.
Anderson Messine, the running backs, as Starr takes the ball from center. Fires one up the middle, and the pass is complete to Marv Fleming at the 34-yard line of the Cowboys. He's wrestled to the ground immediately by Chuck Howley. And it was Boyd Dollar in at that tight end spot who took that pass, not Marv Fleming. Dollar was the receiver at the 34-yard line. First down for the Packers, 10 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. 34, Anderson takes the handoff from Starr. Smashes into the center of the line, bends it for about a yard. Jethro Pugh, Leroy Jordan, Bob Lilly making the tackle. Gain of a yard on the play. And it's 2nd down 9 for the Packers at the Cowboy 33-yard line. Dollar split out on the right side. Bart takes the snap. He's back to throw, and he gets the pass away right into the hands of Chuck Howley, who smashes it to the ground. Howley was right in on top of him. Starr backpedaled furiously to get away from him, and finally just threw it right at Howley. I think Bart was a little bit disgusted there. It's a strong left. Carroll Dale, the flanker. Starr back to throw. He fires the pass. It is incomplete. Nobody even turned around to look for it. And the pass was intended for Donnie Anderson. Starr threw for him, but the field goal unit will move on now, and it'll be a long one the Packers will attempt. Starr is holding right at the 40-yard line. There's the snap. The kick is up. It is going to be far short. Bounces at the 2, rolls into the end zone, and the Cowboys will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Save time, save money, and avoid congestion. Fly Mitchell Field with pride. Meredith hands off to Perkins on a draw play. He goes to the left side, up to the 24-yard line, the 25, and then is thrown back by the Packers. But he picked up 5 yards, and it was Lionel Aldridge and Willie Wood making the stop for the Green Bay Packers. It's now 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Cowboys. 2nd and 5 at their own 25-yard line. Packer defense digs in as the Cowboys come out of the huddle. They're in the I formation. And from the I, the handoff again goes to Perkins. He smashes over the center, moves the ball to the 27-yard line, and again is thrown back by the Packer defense. Well, he picked up a couple of yards. Wisniewski and Kostelnik in on that tackle. Ball is spotted down at the 26, so there was only a yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down and 4. This time they shift into double wing out of the I formation. Meredith takes the snap, hands off to Perkins, breaks away from one tackler, swings to the outside, but then is brought down from behind. They had him behind the line of scrimmage, lost him, but Wisniewski went over to drag him down. The ball is at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And 2 yards to go. And the Cowboys now we've got a flag on the play and a penalty against the Packers. Yes, a penalty against the Packers. They were offside. And that's what all the hesitancy was about. The Packers were offside. The Cowboys take the penalty, and they've got themselves a 1st down at their own 31-yard line. And that may have been a key right there. 8 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. Cowboys out of the huddle. Again, they shift into the double wing to the right side. Meredith hands off to Reeves. Sweep. Slants in over his own right tackle. Moves the ball up across the 35-yard line. Brought down by Willie Davis, Ron Kostelnik, Henry Jordan. Ball is spotted down at the 36-yard line, so there's a pickup of 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Meredith looks over the Packer defense, pitches out to Reeves. Reeves tries to go to the right, slips and falls. He's behind the line of scrimmage, gets away from Aldridge, but then is belted to the ground. Back on the 30-yard line by Tom Brown. So there was a loss on that play of 6 yards. Reeves went to the right, tried to cut back, slipped on the frozen turf. The ball is spotted down at the 31-yard line, a loss of 5. Right back where they started, it's 3rd down and 10 yards to go. They go into a double wing to the left side. Meredith takes the ball, goes back to throw. He's forced out of the pocket to the right, gets the pass away on the run. It is complete at the 41-yard line, very close to that 1st down. It was complete to Frank Clark, and it is good enough. It looks from here for the 1st down. They'll call for the chains in from this side. Meredith was forced out of the pocket. He had to run to the right, but he threw on the run to Frank Clark, who took it. And the Cowboys may have themselves a 1st down. Chain gang is moving out from this side of the field, all the way across the field. 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this football game. The Cowboys lead the Packers 17-14, and the Cowboys have a 1st down by the length of the football. Backs divide behind Meredith. He takes the snap from center, hands off to Perkins. Perkins hits that line, spins away from one tackler, then is smashed to the ground. No gain on the play. Ron Kostelnik made the final stop. Caffey was in there. Cowboys break out of the huddle up the line. Mike Connolly over the ball at center. Meredith takes the snap, goes back to throw, fires a swing pass complete to Craig Bainham, who slips and falls behind the line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. He had a clear field ahead of him, and he was really starting to move, and he slipped. And Leroy Caffey moved in there to hold him down. There was a loss on the play of 4 yards, and it's 3rd down and 14. Cowboys are back in the huddle. Cowboys into a double wing. Meredith falls down after he takes the snap from center. Gets up, fires one, incomplete downfield. Intended for Lance Rensel. Boy, if he'd completed that one, you'd have to say that the gods were smiling on the Dallas Cowboys, because he fell down after he got the snap from center, got up again, and threw that pass, and almost completed it. Wood and Brown deep for the Packers. There's the snap. The boot by Villanueva. He gets off a good one. Willie Wood takes it at the 23, up to the 25, to the 30, and he is upended at the 30-yard line, hits the ground heavily at the 32, but hangs onto that football, and the Packers have it. A 39-yard punt by Danny Villanueva. The Packers own the football, 1st and 10, at their own 32-yard line. They're back in the huddle. Chuck Mercine and Donnie Anderson, the running backs, behind Bart Starr. Packers here in the second half have 1 first down, I guess. 3 first downs. 2 by passing, 1 by penalty. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr begins the count, takes the snap. Play action pass. He's back to throw. Gets the pass away. It's complete to Donnie Anderson. Anderson's across the 35 to the 38-yard line, thrown out of bounds by Cornell Green. Clock shows 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. This may be one of the last opportunities the Packers get. They'll have to make the most of it. Ball goes to the 38-yard line. And it's 2nd down and 4. A gain of 6 on that play. Green Bay out of the huddle now. Move up to the line of scrimmage. Starr begins the count. Hands off to Chuck Mercine. Sweep to the right side. He's out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Leroy Jordan knocks him out of bounds, and the Packers should have a 1st down. They do at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 at their own 45. The clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 57 seconds showing. Packers are going to have to keep this drive going. Starr takes a quick snap from center. Back to throw. Spots his man. Fires it. The pass is complete to Boyd Dowler at the 42-yard line. Dowler is belted to the ground almost immediately, and he's going to get up rather slowly. Dowler hit the ground hard, coming off the field now, but under his own power, and Maxie the Taxi is going in to replace him at split end. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the football game. The Packers with a 1st down at the Dallas Cowboys 42-yard line, and a fine catch by Boyd Dowler. Green Bay is at the line of scrimmage. Starr steps up behind Bowman, begins the count. Takes the snap, gives off to Anderson, and Anderson is nailed back at the 50-yard line. Bob Lilly broke through there. I believe that Anderson was going to throw the option pass, but he was dumped before he ever had a chance. Back at the Green Bay 49-yard line. 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the football game. Starr takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's got the time. Flips out to the right side to Donnie Anderson. Gets by one man. He's at the 40-yard line and down to the 39 of the Cowboys before he's brought down by Jethro Pugh. He brought him down from behind. If Donnie had been able to get by him, he would have gone for another 10 or 15 yards. Ball is at the 39-yard line. It's 3rd down. And we've got 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. 3rd down and 8 for the Packers at the Cowboys' 39-yard line. 2 minutes to go, and we're going to get the official 2-minute warning. Timeout on the field. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network. 3rd down and 8 for the Packers at the Cowboys' 39-yard line. Starr takes the ball, backpedals, looks downfield, flips a short pass, complete to Anderson. He's at the 35. He moves to the 30-yard line, and it will be very close to a first down. I believe the Packers have got it. Yes, they have a first down at the Cowboys 31-yard line. Ball is tossed into the hash marks. And Donnie Anderson taking that short pass over the middle of the line, scampered for the first down. The ball is just nosing up to the 30. There's a minute and a half to go. And this is a crucial drive. Everything from here on in is crucial. Starr takes the snap from center. He's back to throw. He flips the pass. It's complete to Chuck Mercine. He's at the 25, the 20, down to the 15, and out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Chuck Mercine, the taxi squad refugee, has again proved that he was a good acquisition for these Green Bay Packers. And the Packers have finally solved this big Dallas Cowboy rush. They're throwing the short ones out to the side, throwing the screens, the pops up the middle, and they have moved against these Dallas Cowboys. They're now at the 11-yard line. They're definitely within field goal range. No problem with the field goal, but they want to go in for the touchdown that would just about put this game away. There's a minute and 11 seconds remaining in this game. 1st and 10, Green Bay at the Dallas 11-yard line. Starr has the team at the line. Takes the snap. It's to Mercine. Pops up the middle. The 5. He's inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. And time is called by the Green Bay Packers with a minute and 1 second showing on the clock. Wait a minute. The clock is still running. The clock is still running, and now the official is waving that the Packers called timeout. The clock shows 54 seconds. The Packers have the ball at the Cowboys' 3-yard line. It is 2nd down and a little over a yard to go for the first down. And they're just 3 yards away from pay dirt. Well, Chuck, how about this one?
I'll tell you, Ted, the Green Bay running backs have done some great work on this drive. Donnie Anderson made a great play to make the first down on the 30, and then Chuck Mercine on the swing pass out to the left actually turned on the speed and ran out of a Cowboys grasp to get another first down. I think Bart caught them looking for something else on that last play when Mercine went over left guard and got down to the 3-yard line. He was about a half a tackle from getting into the end zone right then and there.
Chuck, my mind goes back just about 1 year ago today. There was just about this much time remaining. At that time, the Packers had a 7-point lead, and the Cowboys were on the prowl. Now the situation is reversed, and I wonder what the Cowboys are thinking.
They're thinking stop Green Bay right now.
I imagine it can't possibly help but go through their minds. Maybe another one is going. The Packers are at the line of scrimmage. The handoff to Donnie Anderson. He is very close. He's got the first down, but he does not have the touchdown. He smashed over right tackle. He is inside the 2-yard line. It is 1st and 10, 1st and goal for the Green Bay Packers, inches away from that goal line. The clock is running, 34 seconds remaining. And now, the Packers come out of the huddle. 17-14, the Cowboys in the lead. The Packers inches away from the winning touchdown. Bart Starr hands off to Donnie Anderson. He smashes into the center of that line. I don't believe he made it. Timeout is called. Anderson was short. The ball is still inches away from the goal line. The clock shows 20 seconds. They're taking it right down to the wire. 20 seconds remaining in this football game. Bart Starr coming over to check with Coach Vince Lombardi. The Packers inches away from something that has never before happened in pro football history. A 3rd straight NFL championship. There's 20 seconds on the clock. There's inches to go for the touchdown. The Cowboys lead 17-14. They have played a great football game here in the second half. The Packers want to take it all away from them here in the final 20 seconds. Starr goes back out onto the field. He's going over to check with the officials. Bob Skoronski, the offensive captain, goes right along with him. They talk to the officials for a moment. This has got to be sheer tension. I have never had it come down to the final few seconds like this. Chuck, a year ago today, we were nervous at this time, but never a feeling like this.
We weren't as cold either, Ted, but actually I think the Packers were checking on the time there. They want to make sure just how much time they've got, because if they don't score a touchdown, they want to at least score a field goal and tie it up. So this is really a tough decision in there.
They've got 3 more chances. They're inches away from that goal line. Starr has the team set at the line. Takes the snap. The handoff goes to Donnie Anderson. He's not in. The Packers call time again. That's all the timeouts the Green Bay Packers have. They are still inches away from that goal line. Just inches. 16 seconds remaining. 16 seconds remaining. 2 more plays at the most. Now we're going by the scoreboard clock. There may be a few seconds more than that. The Packers called timeout. The scoreboard clock kept running, but they may have been correcting it also. Here are the Packers. 3rd down. Inches to go. To Bader. 17-14. Cowboys out in front. Packers trying for the go-ahead score. Starr begins the count. Takes the snap. He's got the quarterback sneak, and he's in for the touchdown, and the Packers are out in front. 20-17. There's 13 seconds showing on the clock, and the Green Bay Packers are going to be world champions, NFL champions for the 3rd straight year. People pouring out of the stands. We're going to have a problem kicking this extra point. They're coming out from all sides, out onto the field. The Packers know they've got it won. So does everybody else. But we've got to move this extra point, and there will be a kickoff. Time for that much more at least. How about that? We've never seen a finish like this one. Many and many a thriller in the 8 years of broadcast that we've done for the Green Bay Packers. But we've never taken it down to the wire like this for an NFL championship. The only thing that I can possibly remember that would compare to it was the tension riding on the sudden death overtime that we played against the Baltimore Colts back in '65. Don Chandler will attempt the extra point. There's the snap. The kick is up. It is good, and the Green Bay Packers are out in front of the Dallas Cowboys 21-17. 13 seconds showing on the clock, and the Green Bay Packers will be 3rd time National Football League champions on a 12 below 0 day here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And tension, boy, you don't know what tension is till you've been through this one. Chuck, what do you got to say?
Well, Ted, the Packers went 68 yards in 12 plays to that lead touchdown. And certainly, I think Starr caught them off guard again with his sneak, because the Packers don't run the sneak too often with Starr. And I think they were looking for Donnie Anderson or Chuck Mercine on a handoff, and Bart just hurtled over right guard and into the end zone. And actually, he got some good blocking there, too, because he didn't just barely get over the line. He went in there 3-4 yards.
He's got the wind behind him. He moves forward. He kicks it. It's fairly long. It takes a good hop. It's rolling down to the 5, down to the goal line, into the end zone, and it's going to be down in the end zone by the Cowboys. One of the Packers is down there to smash him. He downed it in the end zone. It went by Craig Bainham. The kick was not too long. Meredith goes back to throw long, way long, incomplete. It was intended for Lance Rensel, way downfield. But the flag was down. Craig Bainham was in the lineup along with Dan Reeves. Bainham saw it and started running off the field. Connolly snapped the ball while Bainham was still on the field. 12 men on the field. There's a penalty coming up. The clock shows 7 seconds remaining. That'll move the ball back to the 15-yard line. Illegal procedure is the call. And Doug Hart has gone into the lineup, replacing Leroy Caffey. The Packers go with 5 defensive backs and 2 linebackers now. No question about what the Cowboys have to do. 21-17. The Packers scored with 13 seconds remaining. The go-ahead touchdown. Sim Stokes is in the lineup for the Cowboys. Meredith takes the snap. He's back to throw. He fires a long one downfield. It is incomplete at the Green Bay 40-yard line. There's the gun. The football game is over. History has been made. The Green Bay Packers have won 3 straight National Football League championships. In 1965, they defeated the Cleveland Browns right here at Lambeau Field for number 1. In 1966, the Dallas Cowboys by a 34-27 score down in Dallas in a thriller. But to top them all, right here at Lambeau Field this afternoon, they took a 21-17 thriller over the...
Needless to say, we'll be visiting, as Frank Gifford and Jack Buck have told you throughout the second half, we'll be visiting by way of Tommy Brookshire and others with the members of the Green Bay Packers winning team, with Vince Lombardi, members of his staff as well. Now,
you've thrown the long bomb many times, but was any yard more appreciated than the one you got, Bart, when you had to have it in the closing seconds?
Well, I don't think so, Tommy, particularly the fact that we were having real poor footing down there, and we had some couple of good plays we felt in that situation. We couldn't even put it in with those. The backs were sliding when they would start, and really we had run out of ideas. We didn't know what to do.
Bart, you went to the turn-in stuff with Boyd Dowler and with the Carroll Dale, feeling that perhaps the traction was good enough to where they could back off Green and these people and step inside to make the catches. Was this your idea?
That's about right, yes.
What about, they did throw you 8 times, but it looked like you maybe just couldn't find an open receiver. Was the secondary for Dallas doing a great job at it appeared?
You're a real fine analyst. That's exactly what happened, and I think you should take no credit away from Dallas, but also don't misname our offensive line today, because they did a real fine job for me. I think a couple of times I should have tried to throw the ball away, but I was pressured there and I wasn't real sure. In fact, on the fumble, I'm sure I should have thrown it away somewhere. But that's exactly what happened. They did a fine job of covering our receivers, and I just had to eat the ball.
Bart, how about the 3rd down and 1 call? Is this I know Green Bay likes to do this on 3rd and 1 when you hit Boyd Dowler straight up against the wind for the touchdown. Is this a normal call for you? Do you like that 3rd down and 1 situation where you can play action passes and throw deep?
Well, it's strictly a gamble, as you know, and we were lucky on that one, and you have to be lucky. If you miss on those things, you look like an idiot, but we were lucky enough on that one. They worked out fine.
You know, the one you hit Carroll Dale with, a short pass, the 86, I think you call it. I recognize that. You put Max McGee on. You're going to be giving our secrets away here. Bart Starr, you did a great job. You're a fine leader, and like I say, I think the adversity of the ball.
We'll get back to Tom in just a moment. But as we watch the wild celebration, here's a reminder to everyone in our audience that tickets are still available for the Super Bowl, to be played 2 weeks from today in Florida. You can obtain them by contacting Miami's Orange Bowl Committee at the address appearing on the screen. The Packers will be meeting either the Oakland Raiders or the Houston Oilers, who will determine the AFL champion later this afternoon. Now let's return to Tom Brookshire in the jubilant Green Bay locker room with head coach Vince Lombardi.
Hold you, and then
well, I think we gave him a lift in there. We gave him a big lift with the fumble recovery and for a touchdown, and then and later on with the drop punt. We gave him 10 easy points, and that gave him a lift. Up until that time, of course, I thought we had control of the ball game, but the pendulum swung a little bit on those 2 plays.
Coach, do you feel the footing was detrimental blocking for both offensive lines or anything?
Well, the footing was not as bad as it possibly might have looked. It was not as good as we had hoped, however, because we had 12 degrees. There was nothing much we could do to hold the soft ground.
Bart Starr had trouble getting first downs until he really had to have one, until the final drive. Now, what do you tell a quarterback on the sidelines to suddenly get the ball club moving?
Well, it's not a question of what you tell them. It's just a question of whether the ball players realize, looking at the clock, that they only have a few minutes left or whatever, and they just arrived. We didn't do anything differently. We added one little play from the sidelines, and that was it.
That was it. Coach, we're going to have a play right now. You can see it on this monitor.
I hope I can see it.
This is slow motion now as Jerry Kramer makes a key block for Bart Starr on this quarterback sneak for the winning touchdown.
Yes.
A super defensive play, but as you will see, Jerry Kramer blows him out of there.
Yeah, that's a fine block, and there's a real good hold.
Coach, in the past you said that your Packer teams had character. Can you compare this with any of the other ones? Everybody always says, is this one of the greatest Packer
It's a little bit too early to compare anything with anyone. We have another game to play, so we'll have to wait before we give this club any kind of a name just yet. We'll have a name for them, though, pretty soon.
Coach, how many days rest? How many days rest before getting ready for the big one?
Well, we'll come back to work here Wednesday.
They always work for Vince Lombardi, right?
That's right.
Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Packers that